Alright. And here we go, I suppose. Alright, so we are finishing. Possibly. Maybe possibly. We might finish this game. We're gonna finish Outlast, I think. Because we ended at, I think, what, 3? Nah. Like, two-thirds of the way through. So, I think we're gonna be finishing the game this time. Maybe. I ain't 100% sure. I think we can. It's only 8:30. I don't have to wake up tomorrow. It's Saturday, actually. Well, I got something to go to, but that's in the afternoon. I think we can finish the game today. So, you know, let's get it. And I'm not gonna get jump scared this time. That ain't happening. I will. I'll be brave. I will not jump. I will not be scared. I will be totally ready for anything this game can throw at me. And let's be real. I should know what this game can throw at me. I have a lot of hours in it. I ain't sure how many, but I got at least 2. I've completed this game before. What am I talking about? So yeah, let's just get into it. No, I don't even know what I just pressed. Can you continue? Oh wait. No, I'm thinking. Were we past the part where the twins? So we're here. I don't have the camera is the problem. Yeah. And it fell down there. So I keep thinking I have the camera. I keep going to press the button like I got the camera. I don't. So we gotta go down here, don't we? Cause nah, see? World record pace, like I've been saying. See, we're just gonna go through here, and it's world record pace, and I think I might be, if I run into the twins. No, that's me breathing. Okay, so we gotta go this way, I think. And we'll crawl. I feel like this is the twins is the problem. And I ain't about to get in trouble for anything I'm about to see. Left mouse, but oh, alright. I thought I was being told something important. I know how to open door. Wait. I know how to navigate. Nah, I obviously do not. Never mind. See, I should probably, like, Google when I should be, like, worrying about seeing the twins. But I ain't about to unless that guy was, of the nude variety. Which is a problem. If so. Jesus Christ! Nah, see? That wasn't jump scared. I hope that guy is wearing clothes. See, nah, I'm totally fine. I ain't scared. I ain't nothing. I am strong, independent woman who is not scared of the dark in the slightest bit. Trust me on that. I ain't scared. I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown adult woman. I ain't scared of the dark. Oh, there's that camera. Okay, never mind. See, I ain't got no reason to be. Jesus Christ. Nah, see, it's literally fine. See, but look how fine it is. Look how it's literally fine. And how unscared I am and all that. I am unbothered, unscared. That ain't good. See, I'm cool, calm, and collected, you know? That's what they call me, you know? That's what everyone says about me, that I'm cool, calm, and collected, and get it is impossible to get me lost, truly. I always know just where I am. Always. I don't like the chase music still playing. That worries me. That does worry me, but I ain't hearing no one behind me. So I think it's fine. Stop, there ain't no one behind me. Stop trying to scare me. See, look how I'm totally fine, there ain't no one following me. I don't need the chase music. Chase music is, I think, too much at this point. I find Father Martin and the administration. So the issue is, I think, that the twins are like the last little thing here. Stop playing the chase music, it's scary. It's making me insecure about my skills as a professional video game player. No, see, that ain't. See, cause you go over here. Wait, no, wait. No, see, cause I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional at saying cool, calm, and collected is the thing. No, see, that was right. I'm so ready, so prepared. I'm totally fine. Okay, that was a sudden change in the music. No, see, my only fear right now is the twins show up. Because I don't know about my reaction time for that. Stop with the music, there ain't no one following me. See, no, I'm totally alone in here. See how there's no one here? There's someone. Is that... wait. I think that was Chris, so it's fine. That ain't the right way. That ain't good. Is he... I think he sees me. Alright. But see, he can't get through small spaces. He can't get through small spaces. So it's fine. So it's literally fine. So I'm literally safe. This song, I think it might be glitched, because it has not stopped, is the thing. See, Chris went this way, didn't he? Yeah. Actually, I don't need to close that just yet. Shit! Okay. Alright, no, see, it's fine. It is fine, and I know where I'm going. No, I don't. No, I don't. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Fuck, no, see, it's fine. It's fine. It's literally fine, because I remember where I'm going. Shit. Dude. There ain't no way. I just started. I've been live for like 10 minutes. That ain't fair. That ain't fair at all. Alright, no, but see, it's fine. See, it's fine. I just have to remember which is the right way. And it wasn't that way. Obviously it would be the door. Yeah, obviously it would be the door that was open. No, but see, it's fine. 'Cause I'm a professional at everything I do. Yeah, see, that. I'm really just worried about the twins. 'Cause I think, yeah, 'cause if I'm looking for... I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing 'cause I'm a professional at everything. No, see, I got this. We're like I think, what, most of the way done. I, like, guessed earlier how long it was, but I ain't 100% sure. Where am I supposed to be going? Administrative block. Fuck. Alright. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, I got a fair bit left, but, like, in the grand scheme of things, I hate that glitch. I ain't that, I got pretty far through. I'm proud of myself last time. Like I said, world record pace. Cause I'm good at video games. I have not been jump scared yet. I swear. And see, I got this. Confidence is key, you know? I just gotta, you know, main obstacle right now is I gotta figure out where the last time I see the twins is, and I don't remember when that is, so, you know. Because I think I only got one time seeing them left. I've never been jump scared a day in my life, actually. I'm very, what's it? A Sigma. I know what that is. Because I'm cultured. Ugh, see? Alright, keys in here. Jesus. Fuck. Hi. Ugh. No, that didn't count. That didn't count. Because I obviously would not be jump scared by anything. Ever. So I'm just that guy. I'm that guy. I gotta stop doing that. Obviously, doors that don't have the thing, that says if you press the mouse button, yeah. I gotta, like, act slower, I think. See? Jesus! Fuck! That didn't count either. That didn't count either. That was not me. That guy looked a little naked, but it's fine. He was definitely wearing clothes. 100%. We only count real jump scares, that is true, and there have been 0 because I've never been jump scared a day in my life. Because that is for losers, and I am a winner. So, I don't even need that, because I just follow the path in here. I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing, I've never been jump scared. Alright, see? Because there have been 0 of the... I hate that. That's not fair. There's no copium happening. Listen, the only one coping here is you, because I'm very brave, you know, I know the truth, obviously, you don't, but I do, because I'm very brave. That, gotta stop doing that. Alright, no, see, we go the way we don't, it's this way is the way I came. This is the way I came. And then that ain't good, that ain't good, that is not a noise you ever want to hear, ever. I can't even see who that is. That looks like a naked man, I think. That might be... This is not my first playthrough. I have played, more times than I'm willing. That is a twin, I believe. I've played, you know, for the way I'm acting, I don't blame you for thinking that, but no, unfortunately, I've completed many a run of Outlast. I'm just, you know, I'm a professional. I've played every Outlast game at least once, alright? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm just... What the hell? I'm just trying to be relatable, honestly. Because I know it would be very, you know, if I wasn't getting scared, it would be very unrelatable for those of you watching. I can't even see. Yeah, I was right, that's a twin. I ain't getting in trouble for no naked man. Alright, he didn't even see me, so it's fine. But there is another one. There was only one in there. Yo, there's the other one. Listen, sometimes for my own, like, safety, I don't want to get banned. I think I can put it, okay, we're good. I just didn't want to get in trouble because there were 2 naked men on my screen. If you're into that, you can do that on your own time. Not on my time. There we go. I'm too lazy to fix that the right way. Alright. I remember which way to go because I'm so good at this game. That he's wearing. I'm fine. Cause there are sections of this that the lighting is just poor. Cause even with the night vision, it's just. I mean, even if that is the rule, I'd rather just be safe. I don't like seeing it either. That's the other thing. I don't want to see that personally. So, why am I in here? I don't know. I really should like refresh myself on this before I was like, oh, I'm gonna play Outlast. I should have been like, it's been like a year since my last playthrough, so I probably should have, I don't know, watched like a video on it or something. But no, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need that. I know exactly what I'm doing. I should probably, how many batteries am I? 2 is not a great number of batteries to have. Not a great number. Someone over here? Oh my god, and see, 3 is a fine number. 3's a great number, in fact. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I did. Alright, no, see, I got this. I know where I'm going, and I'm world record pace and all that. You know, I got this. Because I am a professional. I don't like that you're looking right at me. There we go, see? Ugh. Which way am I supposed to go? This way, I think. Your memory good. I know, there's so many games that I like, I forget what happens, but I remember I really like them, and then I replay them, and it's like, I don't remember why I like them anymore. And it'll be like a month between. But I will say, okay, wait, this is the... I can see them through the glass. Yeah. I don't know, like, there's a bunch of, like, I've been meaning to go back to Fear and Hunger, cause, I used to be really into it, but, no, I just don't want to get in trouble, alright? I'd rather be safe and sorry, personally. But yeah, I've been meaning to go back to Fear and Hunger, cause I remember it being really fun, but I also remember not being great at it either. Yeah, I didn't even need to do it that time. I literally could have just looked up. Fear and Hunger, okay. It's like a turn-based, I don't know, it's known for being real hard, and it is. But, I keep pressing the wrong thing. No, it's a, like, turn-based, what's it called? JRPG. well, inspired, because the guy who made it's Polish, I think. It's known for being real hard, but it's real fun. It's got like, the plot and lore is real good. There's there's Fear and Hunger and there's Fear and Hunger Termina. They're both real fun. I'd play them, but I don't think it'd be entertaining, because I am real bad at them. So, but I would recommend to, if you're into that type of thing, to check it out. They're pretty cheap too. I think they're maybe less than 10 each. But they're a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm supposed to go this way. No, see, I'm supposed to go this way. I think. Yeah, I am. I got this. No, Fear and Hunger is a lot of fun. I just don't know if it would be the most entertaining for me to play on stream, because, yeah, I'm not the greatest. You're not, I mean, yeah, if you're not into it, you're not into it. Jesus Christ, what is happening right now? If you're not into it, you're not into it, but, I mean, even just the lore is fun. Like, I wouldn't say I'm very good at it either. I'm not really, that's not really the type of thing I'm normally into, but even just, like, the lore itself makes them a good play. I shouldn't have done that. I've been meaning to play Subnautica. I haven't had the time to, really. I don't know, my favorite game is, I Was a Teenage Ex-Colonist. And that's a card game, and I hate card games, because I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I normally hate card games because I think they're too complicated, but I think it's got a good balance between, like, that type of thing, and then, like, character development and that type of thing. I'm really inarticulate. That's a problem, which is... I really should. Listen, that keeps happening, that I keep locking myself on the wrong side of the door. And, you know, not my proudest moment, I will say, but... it's fine. You see, it's fine. Wow, I actually had a lot less of this than I was expecting. It's only been 25 minutes. I think that's the thing I do most in Outlast, is I strap myself on the wrong side of things a lot. So I will... Like, I close the door too fast because I get scared. But, no, I really had a lot less than I was expecting. I was thinking I had, like, at least another hour, but I don't think I do. Unless I really fuck this part up. Which, it's a possibility. It is definitely a possibility. I'll say, these graphics hold up surprisingly well from like, 12 years ago. Like, it's a lot, I mean, I would say I like the voice acting in Outlast a lot more than some more modern stuff. But, I mean, Outlast 2, it leaves a bit to be desired when it comes to, like, Blake. But I also just don't like him, so that might be the other thing. What am I looking for? No, why am I even in here? What? No, no. See, world record pace is real. I'm world record pace. It doesn't let you... Oh, dude, I've had that problem with, Resident Evil 6, is if I, like, tab out, the whole thing crashes my PC, and I have to, like, reset, and it's terrible. I have no idea why that happens, and it's just... Oh, that's... I don't know why it lets you recording when you can't read it. Yeah, I haven't played Resident Evil 5, I'll be honest. I've played 6, but I haven't played 5. I know that 5 and 6 are kind of terrible compared to all the rest of them, so I've been kind of putting it off, but I'll probably get to it at some point. They're always on sale, too, which is good. What's up? No, see, you don't want to do that, actually. Yeah, no, I mean, I really liked, dude, the Resident Evil 4 remake was real good. I did quite enjoy that. I think my favorite Resident Evil game has probably gotta be 7 though. I think I prefer like a more like claustrophobic environment for horror games. Jesus, I should have remembered he was there. But no, I like the more claustrophobic environment, so I wasn't a big fan of 8. The characters are good, but I thought just gameplay-wise that 7 was more fun. Really? It made you cry inside? I thought it was very... I thought it was a very pleasant... No, that's not the right word. I thought it was very enjoyable, I'll say. It very much felt like a return to classic survival horror, which you don't see all the time with modern horror games. You got scared. There were parts where I was terrified, but I don't know. I liked 4. I wanted to like it more, but I think there was just a little too much action for my taste. But I definitely understand why people like it so much. Three. I was close. This kind of reminds me of Silence of the Lambs. All the remakes so far have been real good, I will say. I really hope they remake 5 and 6 to make them... I don't know about 5, but 6 is kind of unplayable, even without like it crashing my computer. It's just not a... It's really, like, it feels like playing Call of Duty more than anything else. But I can't wait for the day they remake 5, so I actually play it. So I really don't like Wesker all that much. I think that's the big reason I haven't gone for it, but... I don't think I can justify to myself buying a game that just isn't interesting, because I think, I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of 6. This way. So, I got it like on sale for something really good, so I don't regret buying it, but no, once they release 5 and 6 remakes, I'll buy them day 1 probably. That's what I did with the remake of 4. But I also had I had played the original on Steam too, so that way, yeah. This is probably my least favorite part of Outlast because of how, Jesus, the alarms. I really don't like the alarm sound. This is the wrong... I gotta stop cornering myself. Stop doing that. I am 5 and 6. Yo, okay, that's probably the best way to get them, not paying for them actually. Cause unless you buy them like on sale, they are definitely not worth whatever they're being sold for right now. I mean, they're also like always on sale, I think. Stop it! Nah, see, the world record pace. Last part in general. I like from like a story standpoint, I like this last bit, but it gets really annoying, I'll say. Like because it's not as, what's the word? Involved as the other bits where you're looking for stuff. It's kind of just going down hallways and being told exactly where to go. I do like the way that it's tied into Whistleblower, but that's probably about it. Because from a story point it's fun, yeah, but from a gameplay it's just, you know, you go up here, you do the thing, and then that was the wrong way. But yeah, you just gotta grab all this, and then you kind of just do a cutscene. And then that's it. I know, the graphics are real good. And then, I don't know, I think it's probably because they didn't try and go full realistic with it. What's up? You got anything fun to say? Nah, alright. But no, like, the Outlast games hold up real well, like, even with modern stuff. Voice acting, graphics, story. it's real good. It's Red Barrels does well with that type of thing. Well, I don't know. I was not a big fan of Trials, but 2 has its moments where it's good. I wouldn't go as far as say 2 is a good game, but there are definitely moments where it's like, wow, this had potential, and then, you know, it might not have fully. I did one of the, like, I think the last round of testing for Trials, and then I bought it. But I was not. I don't think it. If I were to rank the Outlast games, I'd probably put Trials last, just because it doesn't really feel like an Outlast game to me. Like, I don't know, I think it's because it's designed to be multiplayer, so even when you try and play it single player, like how an Outlast game is, it don't play the same, which is kind of, I think it's kind of an issue, personally. The friends for Trials? I tried to get my friends to play Trials. I think that's the issue, though, is that you need to play with other people for it to actually, like, why did I run up here? I gotta go to, no, okay, no, I'm right. No, I'm wrong. I'm lost. I just don't think Trials works very well as an Outlast game. I think if Red Barrels had made it just as a separate thing, it would have worked fine, but I don't think it works as being an Outlast title just because it is designed to be multiplayer, and even when you play single player, it's not. I don't know. I was not a fan of it. I have it. I might go back to it at some point, but it just don't feel like how I feel it should for being Outlast. Which way am I going? See, I know what I'm doing. I've played Outlast at least, oh my god, once. Cause I'm so good at video games. Fears to Fathom? I don't think I've ever heard of that. What's that about? Ew. Billy's life pod failsafes. What? I got this. It's literally world record pace. I have so many games on my Steam wish list that I need to buy. I think I'm just waiting for sale. Yeah. I actually don't even remember what's on my Steam wish list. Oh my god. Where the owner takes real life horror stories. Oh yeah, no, wait, I know I have heard of that. I think there's a couple I've been interested in, but I haven't gotten around to it. I'm meaning to get Sons of the Forest, because I played through the Forest with one of my friends a couple years ago. No, my god, that might have been like 5 years ago. It makes me feel so old. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we played through it together and it was fun, so they came out with Sons of the Forest, and I'm meaning to get it, I just haven't. Because every time I've like, no, I'm going the right way, I think I know what I'm doing. Because every time I've noticed it's on sale and I've been like, oh, I can get it, stop it. Every time I've like seen it's on sale, I just haven't. Where am I supposed to be going? I forget. Ugh. So good at the game. Yeah, no, I know that's on there, but I can't remember what else. Do I have to? Okay, no, see, I didn't lose that much progress. Where am I? Yeah. I think I have the Dead by Daylight game, like not the Dead by Daylight, but the like game they made that isn't that. It's in the same like world as the game. Community chopped on every tree on the island. Can you do that? Is that like possible? Cause that'd take so long. Yeah, the casting of Frankstone. I'm gonna get that, but I have not. Probably for the same reason I haven't gotten Sons of the Forest. There's so many. I could probably, like, when the Steam Summer Sale rolls around, I could probably. This is the wrong way. I keep going the goddamn. No, I have 1,000 hours? Wait. How many? Wait, I gotta, like, in my head. I have a lot of hours in Dead by Daylight too. Like, it's, I think I only have a couple hundred on Steam, but I also, like, yeah, of course it was right here. But I know I also have, like, probably at least 1,000 on PlayStation, which is, I've been playing since, like, 2020, I think. So it's 1470. I can't even, like, laugh at that. No, I'm probably a very similar amount. It's addictive. It ain't very good, but it is. It gets its claws into your brain. I love the Wall Rider. I just think, like, it's so cool. The dredge a little before. So the thing is, I don't really keep up with Dead by Daylight anymore. I used to. But now, every so often I'll hop on and I just get, like, shocked by what they got now. Like, they put Tokyo Ghoul in there? When did that happen? I saw on Twitter today they were putting in Five Nights at Freddy's? That's wild. But no, I used to pay a lot more attention than I do now. I think it's just because it's, I don't know, it loses its charm after a little bit. FNAF is for anniversary? I thought it was, wait. I thought the anniversary already happened. Wait. No, I thought anniversary was in May. Wait. No. I gotta... This is what I mean. I've stopped, like... I'll see every so often. Like, my friends play it. They'll tell me, but... I gotta stop drinking my water at, like, moments where I can actually plan. That's crazy that they're putting Five Nights at Freddy's in there. I don't know. I want them to put, like, something cool in. Like, I've been wanting Friday the 13th for a while, but I know with the licensing issues they haven't. But I think, from what I've heard from my friends, so that ain't the most reliable source, but I've heard that the Friday the 13th lawsuits have been, like, over, so we might be starting to get new Friday the 13th. Walking Dead chapter? Nah, see, I got, like, 5 seasons into The Walking Dead, and then I just stopped watching. It was good, but I don't know. I lost interest after, like, watching. Granted, it took me, like, I was probably less than 5 months I was watching. Not 5 months. It was probably less than a month I watched all that. But it kind of... After, like, 3rd season, like, every episode of The Walking Dead was very similar. I mean, I liked it, though, but it was... Then there's... Oh. Wait. In 2 weeks? That's crazy. I cannot... Like, I couldn't sit still that long. It's a wonder I can finish games. Because... That's why I've been streaming, because it actually gets me to sit down and actually finish the game. Because otherwise, I'll just... Every 5 minutes I gotta go, like, walk around. I get, like, stir crazy. Were they good? Because I heard that, like, after, like, the 7th season, they were, like, bad. I heard it got real bad after that. I know... I've heard that the, like, some of the spin-off shows have been good. But I haven't gotten past the 5th season. I don't know. I rewatched Dairy Girls. That's like, if I need to watch something, I'll just rewatch Dairy Girls. I love Dairy Girls. 6 to 8, but after that, were they good? I don't know. I've been meaning to get back to it. I just haven't. The director. So yeah, that'll make it break it. I mean, it was good. 9 and above. Maybe I'll get back into it. Maybe I will. I don't know. I remember I was like watching, and there were some moments where I was like, this is just the same thing as the last episode, because they're I don't know. I think that I just stopped because it got real repetitive, where they would just be put in a situation, and they would have to get out, because they would get like trapped in a building. And then there would be zombies, and they were like, we gotta get the zombies out. And then someone dies. Season 7 is bad because it was current scene? Alright. Maybe I'll start watching that again. I don't know. I got plenty of- actually I don't got plenty of time. I got like... I'll be free like all of July. I got like another 2 free weeks right now. I could. It's a good scene, just not for good reason. That's a strange thing to say. I might have to do some investigating on my own. It's crazy how many good horror games, though, are made by French people. Not French people, but Canadian people. Because I think Dead by Daylight's made by Canadians, too, right? So, hey. Good on Canada, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll get back into The Walking Dead. I really like the characters, it just... French and Canadian, same thing. Not all Canadians have French names. Nicholas Burns? That ain't a French name. I could go to school with a guy named Nicholas Burns. But I also could not be going to school with someone named Joanne Pernod. So... yeah, there are definitely some where that is the same. That's the same thing. You know, maybe I'll get back into The Walking Dead. But I also... does Carl die? Because I really don't like him. He bothers me. And he's like, what, like 12? I shouldn't be saying that. But he's very annoying. I don't like him. Carl in the later seasons is good? Okay. Maybe young Carl. He is. I hate it. He's so... Maybe I'll get back into it then. I'm hearing good things. I do have the Telltale the Walking Dead, the game they made, and I started playing that over, I think, like in December. No, it had to be earlier than that. It might have been summertime. But then I stopped. But no, I don't think I even got through like the first chapter. But I really liked it from what I did. Walking Dead game was good. From the little... there's no way it crashed right after I finished. Okay. It crashed. It's crazy. No, I started playing, and it was good. But I've heard also good things about it, I just haven't. I've actually never had Outlast crash on me before, so there's no way. Of course. This is terrible. This is... what VR game? What am I... Is there a Walking Dead VR? I couldn't do that. Saints and I thought that was one of the shows. Nah. See, I don't keep up with it. I really liked, what's his name? He died in, like, the 3rd episode. The Punisher. Whoever he was in The Walking Dead, I liked him. He was a solid character. Was it Shane? He was the other cop. He was solid as a character. He did not do some great things, but he was a solid character. I think that was him. The Punisher? Okay. Yeah. Need to rewatch. Maybe if I do, like... if I do start watching The Walking Dead again, I'm probably gonna have to go through the highlights. Because I'm not 100% sure what's been happening there. I don't even remember what I, like, stopped on. Herschel died, but I think that happened, like, the 3rd season. That was so sad. I liked him. I can't remember. The CDC blew up, but I think that happened in, like, the 1st season. Herschel, no, it was terrible. I loved Herschel, and then he just died. So, I don't know. I watched the first season of True Detective recently. My God, I really don't remember what happened in The Walking Dead, but I watched the first season of True Detective recently. That was real good. I would recommend that if you have not watched it. Resident Evil, the new one? I couldn't even get through the first episode. Oh wait, the live action? Or like the other ones, the animated ones, because those are solid. But the live action one, I couldn't. They talked about Zootopia porn, and I was out. The live action. Wait, like yeah, it ain't very good. Yeah, why would you do that to yourself? Zootopia porn. Yeah, wasn't that in like the first episode? Was she like said Zootopia porn? It was like something. And I remember that, and I was like, oh my God, I can't watch this. It was unwatchable, personally. Listen, investigate. You said you've been watching it. It was in like the first episode. I know that because I couldn't get through the first episode. No, I would recommend. True Detective. The first season was good. I started like the first. No, I get that. It was not a good show. It was not good. Episode 1 to 2. I got through maybe like half of the first episode, and I was out. It was not. I would recommend, like, True Detective is solid. It's got at least the first season. I tried watching the second season, and I didn't even get through like 10 minutes of the first episode, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this specific one. But the first season's real good, and I started watching the fourth, I think, season after that, and that was solid. Game of Thrones, dude. This guy that I have a class with, not anymore, oh my God, it was my last day today. True Detective is real good. The first season. I've heard not good things about the second season or the third season, and I skipped those. But the fourth season so far has been decent. But no, the first season is definitely real good. But no, there's a guy in my class my God, I had a class with him, and then today was my last day of school. That's crazy. But he was obsessed with like Game of Thrones, so I've heard it's good. My parents are also into it, so I might at some point. I'm not a big fantasy person is the thing, so it's a very good show. Apart from season 8, I've heard the ending was very bad, so that's all I know about Game of Thrones, is that the ending was bad. There are dragons, though. I know there are dragons, and that blonde lady's in it, and it's got Peter Dinklage, I think. Maybe. And that is all I know about Game of Thrones. And also, the author of the books it's based on has spent a million years writing the last one. I know all this because I'm very worldly. I don't know. There's lots of stuff I'm meaning to watch. I think right now I probably should finish. I am all knowing. I could probably finish True Detective, but there's so much that I've just been meaning to watch on Netflix and such. I don't know. I don't know. Have I seen Lucifer? No, but I think I've had a friend who told me to watch it, and I just haven't. I've seen all of Supernatural, though, if that tells you anything about. Okay, I'll put that on the list. I've seen all of Supernatural, if that tells you anything about who I am as a person. Honestly, though, I will say Supernatural is a good show, despite its shortcomings. It is a solid show. Yeah, if you just ignore some of it existing. Supernatural After the Boys. I think I watched a couple episodes of The Boys, and then I forgot about it. Supernatural is good. The best episode, I will say, season 14, episode 7, I believe, Scooby Natural, is the best episode of television, I think, ever. That's all I'll say. Wait, if I'm right, I gotta, wait. I think, if I know the actual... There's no way. Wait, no. There ain't no way I'm, like, 100% right on that. No, season 13, episode 16. What? Wait, there's another episode in season 14 that's, like, really stupid, and I liked it. No, see, you watch Scooby Natural. It was in season 13, episode 16 of Supernatural. You will understand it is the best. How long is this episode? It is the best. Why can't I find out how long it is? Best 42 minutes of television ever. That's all I'll say. Yeah. I'd recommend... Supernatural is good until, like, I would say probably season 9 or 10, but it's still watchable at that point. Season 15 is definitely not good, and that's the last season. But, I mean, it was also... They rushed it because of COVID, so the ending is not good. I'm not into fantasy. Okay, I'll say I ain't into, like high fantasy, like castles and stuff. I can do, like, if it's like a modern setting with all those monsters and stuff, I can do that. But I don't know. I'm not a big, castles ain't very fantasy. Yeah, they are. That's where, like, princesses are. Listen, I read books like that when I was just a small child. I read wait. I read Pinkalicious. She was I don't even know what she was. I think she might have just been like a 5-year-old that was like pink. Historical? Okay, well, I mean, like what's it? Like when there's princesses and castles and like dragons and magic. Like if they got like cell phones, that's cool. I can do that. I ain't into like I don't know how to describe it. I ain't into that type of thing. I just need like a more modern setting. Make it relatable. 'Cause I ain't entangled. It's a good movie from what I remember when I watched it, like when it came out, when I was of the age where it was appropriate to be watched. I mean, I was also like, I don't know, I was like PTSD from Tangled? Wait. I mean, the when she like gets like actually trapped in the tower during like the last bit, that was scary. I'll say, 20 times. Why? What? No, I gotta hear the story. 20 times in a year? That's wild. I think the worst I had to do was watch Enola Holmes for a second time. Because I was a TA and my teacher put it on. But I think there are worse movies to watch 20 times in a year. Like, your ex had issues for That's bizarre. That's a bizarre fixation. Tangled? There are better Disney movies. You ever seen Princess and the Frog? I could watch that 20 times in a year. That and Little Boy. Ew. Dude, ugh. I couldn't. Think, like, the worst movie I ever seen was probably not Friday the 13th. Jason X, the 10th Friday the 13th movie. God awful. Terrible, terrible movie. But That's probably the worst movie I ever seen, being totally honest. I could not watch that more than once. But I don't know, what is the movie I've seen the most? Might have been The Lost Boys. I love The Lost Boys. I don't know, my favorite movie it might be Zombieland. Because that was my... not my parents, but my dad didn't really know how to, like what was appropriate and what wasn't for a child growing up. So he, like, raised me on all this, like, zombie shit. Open Season, dude. I remember Open Season, my god. I remember that being on the Cartoon Network when I was a kid. But no, like, my favorite movie from, like, the time I can remember to when I was, like, probably 12 or 13 was Zombieland. Because my dad didn't know that, like, or I don't know if he didn't know, but if he, like, he was just like, yeah, this is an appropriate movie to show my, like, small daughter. So I was like, yeah, I saw Zombieland, like, probably from the time it came out to, like, yeah, when I saw The Lost Boys for the first time, it was my favorite movie, which is bizarre. Yeah, no, see, The Walking Dead, I get that. No, because my dad would also, like, he'd be, like, playing, like, Dead Island, or Left 4 Dead, or whatever, on, like, our PlayStation, and I would be, like, just playing with my dolls while he was doing that, and I'd watch, and I'd be like, wow, that's hell of a lot of death. But yeah, no, I've, like, been meaning to, I think we got rid of it when we moved, but I think I'm into that type of, like, game where it's just, like, you know, it's minimal, like, plot, you can kind of just do whatever, and then there's, like, zombies, like, what's that franchise? Dead Rising's fun. Solid, like, that's just what I want from a zombie game, where it's just, you know, there's, like, stuff you could be doing, but there's also just, I don't remember what Dead Island was like, because I was young when this was probably, like, maybe 15 years ago. I feel so old, but I'm really, I don't know, God, I feel so old. Today has not been a good day for me feeling my age, I think. But no, I remember Dead Island was a big one for him, and it's probably real cheap on Steam. I could probably get that for not a lot. I might. No, but Dead Rising is fun. It's not good, I'll say. That I'll admit, not good. But they're fun. That's the most important. Of back prop, dude, my knee has been bothering me like crazy. So is my hip. Like, every time I walk, I can hear, like, so much crunching. And it's insane. Like, that is inappropriate for someone of my age to have. I slept wrong, and my shoulder was, like, killing me the other day. Like, it felt like I'd been, like, moving furniture, and I just woke up like that. I hadn't been. It's crazy. I think, it's like, I don't know. It's been happening to everyone I know, too. So I think it's just, maybe it's the 5G. That's what's doing it. Because it's only happening after the 5G came out. I don't know. I also don't rest. That's probably it. It is the 5G. It gives you cancer and tendinitis. That's what I have. And TMJ, but that's just tendinitis of the jaw. 4G is causing sleep problems. Nah, see, I have insomnia. And I went to the doctor to be like, hey, I have insomnia. And she was like, I'm gonna prescribe you sleeping pills. And I was like, wait. I don't know shit about this type of thing. Is 3G like a thing? I thought it was just 4 and 5. Oh my god, I'm okay, this is making me feel younger, because now I just feel stupid. No, but I went to the doctor for my insomnia, and she told me she was going to prescribe me sleeping pills, and it was just an anti-anxiety medication with like a side effect that made you tired, and it didn't work. 2G was pure ass. I probably have experience with 2G, if I'm being honest. I just don't remember. My memory is terrible. That's also the 5G, I think. But, nah, sleeping problems is like, that's been happening since I was young. A lot younger. No, not a lot younger. Probably 5 years. Which I think counts as young. I would say, looking back, I was youthful then. Ow. My jaw keeps popping. I need to go on like muscle relaxants or something. No, I've been so busy the last few days. I'm ready for. No, wait, I got some. Oh my god. I got something to do tomorrow, too. God damn. Wait, what did I do yesterday? It's 4:33. What the hell? Where are you? That's like. Wait, no, that's like 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. European, yeah, that makes sense. 1 second. I'm back. I should probably go to bed soon. I have to like wake up tomorrow. Ugh. I'm. Yeah, my dogs are going to bed, so I wanted to say goodnight. No, that's crazy. Europeans are so like. That's the future. 4:33? I ain't gonna be awake then. Actually. Nah, I've been going to bed at like 2. It's a problem. I was telling the teacher I was working with this semester that I like, cause he was lecturing his kids about not having energy drinks like in the mornings, and like especially not having them before their like AP exam. And I had a drink on my desk. I had like a Monster or something on my desk, and he was like, "You're setting a terrible example." And I had to be like, "I go to bed at 2 in the morning. And I have to wake up at 7:30. There's no way I'm getting through the day without my Monster or whatever I had." But it's crazy. It's such a problem. I really need to go back on sleeping pills. I don't take mine. But I mean, that's gonna be an issue when I go off to college, is that energy drink sucks. You go to sleep. That used to happen to me, but I just force through them. You just gotta. I mean, the European ones, aren't they like regulated more? Like, y'all can't have the chemicals we can? Maybe that's why my joints and such hurt. Because I got all the chemicals and food dyes in me. I don't know if that's true. I know there's a lot of stuff that, like, is more regulated in like, the EU than it is here. But I don't know if energy drinks is one of those. God, I do got the American 5G foods. Because that's, like... Y'all don't have... No, wait. Y'all have Takis probably. Those are nasty. I had one once in like the 5th grade. And it was so gross. Regulates every food. I wish. There are some things that shouldn't like exist. Like every time I go to the store, I always I will find some type of beverage that is neon blue and I have to drink it just to like see. And they're so nasty. I think I got a bottle over here somewhere that's got like everything's full of food color and it's nasty. That's why I stick to water and energy drinks. They taste nice. Okay. You can have fun with your beverages that taste good. I will be living to the age of 32 drinking things that taste like the color blue. Alright? That's what life's about. That's freedom. I really only drink water. Like water, like the occasional protein shake, and like energy drinks. And I'll only have one a day. I don't even think I'm gonna see 32. I'll be honest. I'm terrified of like dying young, but I'm also like, I've always felt that I'm gonna die at like 27. I don't know why. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because that is less than a decade. That's crazy. Nah, see, I'll be like that guy on Twitter who's like injecting himself with pig's blood or whatever to live forever, and he looks like he's dying. He lives in like a hyperstatic oxygen chamber or something. I think 32 is a solid age. That is in like, I have less than 10 years. I think I will, I don't know, 2030 is like, that ain't a year that should be existing. So maybe before that. 31. That's wild. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to see 2030. That's a wild age. That's a wild like year to exist. So is 2020. I don't know. I think like time should have just stopped in like 2019. Cuz I don't believe in these new years. But I think 32 is a solid age. You know, you get out of college, 2012, when the world was supposed to end. I remember, what was the 2012? We had like what? We had Gangnam Style, I think. I was like way younger, and I was like a baby in 2012. No, I wasn't, but I was young. God, there was Gangnam Style, I think, or was that like later? One sec, I'm gonna go on Spotify and we're gonna like search for like top hits of 2012. To Gangnam Style, I think Gangnam Style came out in 2012. I don't know. Cause I moved in 2012, so I like remember what I was like watching at my old house versus my less old house, because I'm in a different house from then. Why is Freaky Mix coming up for me? That's crazy. 2012. That's there we go. 2012. Top hits of 2012. Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno. Okay, Carly Rae Jepsen is solid. Okay, Call Me Maybe. I don't think that came out in 2012, but I'll believe that. It's got, I love it. I'm not seeing Gangnam Style, which is the thing. Sexy and I Know It. I figured that was like 2000s. I figured that was a song that was older than me, but suppose not. These are solid, honestly. No, I'm seeing Gangnam Style. Alright, no, I was right. No, this music actually was decent. I don't know, I'm like an old person when it comes to like pop culture stuff. I don't know how I remembered that. Whistle by Flo Rida. No, like I don't even listen to like, most of the music I listen to is like my parents' age. Which is, people will like reference things to me, and I will just have to, it's kind of embarrassing going, I have no idea what you're talking about, 'Cause, like, some of the things people were saying to me, it's wild. I don't even remember the song Whistle. But, no, I mean, I have a cousin who's, like, 7 years younger than me. So he's, like, elementary school aged, I think. I don't know, I see him once a year. I asked him what Skibbity Toilet was, and he didn't know. So I don't know if he's, like, the wrong age demographic for that, or if he is like me, but I don't think he is. He's a little oddity. I still don't know what Skibbity Toilet is. I think that's like, I think I'm a better person because of that. Like, I think, like, intellectually, I'm better than anyone who, like, participates in that culture. I've seen, like, screenshots, but that's like the extent of my involvement. I see, I remember there's a song this is what I'm saying. I don't know any of this. The fox. What does the fox say bangs compared to anything? That was I think the best song our culture could have come up with. Not our culture, but like the human race, honestly. That is wild though. There's a song. I remember back in my day, like, I'm assuming Skibbity Toilet from what I've seen is made in Gmod. I remember when Gmod was like prop hunt, you know, when they were just they were doing prop hunt, all that. I ain't even like old enough to do most things, but no, back in my day, I remember that that's all Gmod was for. It wasn't for corrupting the youth. It was for prop hunt. That's all I remember from Gmod. If there was other stuff, I was not involved in it. But I remember Gmod. I was definitely too young for it when it was in its, like, heyday. I know that. I was a big Minecraft kid. I played Roblox too. My friends have got me playing Roblox again. Unturned? I don't know what that is. I remember, I'm trying to think, like, when I was like a little kid, I played Minecraft, Roblox were big. Overwatch, for some reason. I really wasn't that young when that was a thing. No Man's Sky, I think, weirdly. No Man's Sky was, I should probably get back into that. That was a solid game. They're never doing Overwatch PvE. I'm really glad Overwatch 2 is free, because I got it. I have not opened it, I don't think. But I have it. Because it's free. But they're never gonna do Overwatch PvE. It's crazy. The things they've said they are gonna do and then just haven't. Nah, okay, no. I played other stuff too, probably. I can't even remember. Nah. Overwatch used to be so good, but then they had to make a sequel. Listen, I was really annoying, honestly. I think people who played against me in Overwatch were not happy to see me, because I would play either Reinhardt or Lucio, and that no one likes playing against either of those. At least they didn't back in the day. But I had fun. I had fun doing that, because DPS that's a stupid role for stupid people. I am better than them. I'm also better than any diva players. Pharah, I think I tried to play Pharah once. I I'm really bad at DPS. I'm bad at aiming, I think. That's my problem. Because, you know, Lucio Reinhardt, you don't really gotta aim that much. You just gotta be around, and it's fine. I tried playing Marvel Rivals recently, and by recently I mean like a month ago. I was not very good at it. I think I've lost my touch. I think my heyday in FPS games is over. Wait. No, I think Marvel Rivals is FPS. I think. It's first person, ain't it? I don't remember. I don't know, I really don't play, I have outlived my prime. It's a shame. They're gonna put me in a home soon. But no, now I'm thinking about it, I really don't play multiplayer games anymore. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 lately. It's a very fun game. It's got lots of replayability, even though it's the exact same thing every time. It's still a very good game, as long as you have a computer that can run it. What else is good? I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, something I'd always recommend. My favorite game of all time. There's other stuff I can't remember is... Like, I like playing with friends, but my friends are really bad at games. Like, I wish I could be like... I could play games with them, but they're so irritating. And we don't like, I can play Dead by Daylight with other people. 'Cause if I'm playing Survivor and I'm doing terrible, and my friends are playing Survivor, they're also doing terrible, it's fine. But if it's like a game I'm good at, no, my friends are terrible at games. It's so bad. The slightest puzzle will stop us in our tracks. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. I hate it here. But, nah. I mean, I think I just prefer being able to move at my own pace, too. So that's, like, the other thing. Because when it comes to, like, having to wait on other people to do things, that's when it gets a little... I don't know. I like being able to... I like my independence, you know? When it gets to the point where it's having to... I don't really... Like, the thing with Dead by Daylight is just that I don't... I play a lot of killer, so I don't really have that issue with, like that type of thing. Because I just prefer to do killer and then just, you know. I really don't play, like, the game modes. Like, I wish I did, but I just haven't, like, either when they come out I ain't playing them, or, you know, when they are out I would just rather be playing, like, regular Dead by Daylight. So, I don't know, 2v8, I think also I would just, like, I would get frustrated so fast. Cause I like, cause it all, doesn't it also, like, yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, the queues are terrible too when they do events. But I think it's also, I just prefer regular. I don't know. Because when I like finally am in the mood after a while to play Dead by Daylight, it's like I just want to play regular Dead by Daylight. I don't want to, like, do whatever. I think I tried to do Lights Out, I think it's called, and I was not into that. That was too much like the Dredge. But I like playing killer, which is, I just think it's better. Okay, my friends are also very bad at video games. Like, I don't know. I prefer a solo experience, I think. What are my most played games on Steam? There's gotta be some up there that's, like, not for people who don't like playing games with other people. There's Baldur's Gate 3. Stardew Valley. The Sims. No, okay, so we got the forest up there. The forest is up there, which is good. That's some. And I think that's it. No, wait, Dead by Daylight's higher than the forest. See, I don't know. I just think it's a very big list of every game that I love playing with other people, because I love. No, see, I'm sure there's like other stuff. We got I mean, if you think about it, Stardew Valley, that can be multiplayer. I didn't get the hype behind Lethal Company, or like the other ones that are the exact same thing. Because there's like a million different games like that now that are just like, you know, it's like a 4-person group and you just go get. Stardew's fun alone. It's also, you have to mod Stardew Valley for it to be fun. Like, even if you're playing with other people, it's just trying to do anything by yourself in there. Trying to do anything, period. It's such a time commitment that But Stardew, I would recommend Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a solid experience. It's one of those games you kind of just have to play. Although I will say, people say that about Undertale, and I tried playing Undertale when I was like probably not even 10 years old, and I got stuck and I quit, and I have not touched Undertale since, and it's been almost like, oh my god, it's been almost 10 years since I played Undertale. Oh my god, oh my god, I feel, oh my god, I'm gonna have like a breakdown. I'm going through like a crisis right now. There ain't no way this is like okay. In my honest opinion, as someone who is very good at video games, Undertale's not that good. I will say, that's a controversial opinion. I know that. I don't think it No, see, sometimes being 70, you know, when you're 70 years old, you can really, that's when you're like appreciating life. So if you think about it, we're just getting there earlier. I'm literally going on like a young person vacation in like a month. Why am I acting like this? I think just having joint pain or like back pain or anything, I think that just like instantly ages you in the brain. I don't understand why people, I think Bubba needs like a full rework, I think. I don't know how they do it, but that's just the issue with his power, is it's just like, what is there to do? I've never played him. I don't think I own the guy, but I'm just like, unless, I know they reworked him like years ago, but ain't it still just like, that's kind of just the best strategy, you know, ain't it? Because there's just, it's, he don't, he can't, he don't have great mobility, do he? I don't know. Okay, I have not played Survivor in, a while, we'll say. I don't know, I really can't be talking about any killer's mechanics. Because I play Legion, which is terrible. See, this is an issue, is that I don't know all this. I remember I was playing Dead by Daylight like a month ago. And I guess it'd been the first time I played since they reworked Legion. Okay. Legion might not be fun to play against. But Legion is very fun to play as. Okay. And the chase music, it's amazing. So I don't, no Legion slander on this stream. I remember back in the day, in the glory days of Dead by Daylight in like 2020, people hated Legion. And then they reworked it. And now Legion sucks to play as. They reworked all the good add-ons. There's like one good add-on now. But I don't know. I really don't play Dead by Daylight that often. I can't really be complaining. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm also scared of playing Survivor. Because I don't know, like, what half the new killers do. Like, the Houndmaster. Ain't that, like, it looks like she'd be just like the twins. But I don't think they would do that. Like, there's a new chapter, I think, came out last week. I don't know what that's about. I don't really understand how the Dredge's power works. Like, it's a dog who just goes in a straight line. Ain't that, like... There's someone who can do that already, ain't there? Like, that's just... Wesker can do that, can't he? Like... It seems like they might be running out of power ideas if that's all she does. I think someone explained it to me, and I was... Like, when she came out, and I said that sounded like the night or something. Wesker dashes? Okay. Is the only difference between them that she has the dog do it, and he does it himself? 'Cause that still ain't... That's not good. I don't know, I really... I don't know what, like, perks do anymore. I remember back in my day you could, like, rely on, like, people running, like, adrenaline, self-care, Iron Will. And they nerfed Iron Will for some reason. No, I remember someone explained it to me, and I was just like, this is just these two other things put together into one. No, okay, not recently, but back in the day, I remember the meta was really easy, because everybody ran the same things. Nowadays, I don't know what these do. Why are survivors able to scream whenever they want, huh? They can down themselves now? Back in my day, only killers could do that. Like, I don't... Listen, I think I stopped playing, like, full-time when, like, that's a heal... See, I don't know what these even do. But, no, I think I stopped playing around, what was the anniversary? I think around when Wesker came out, like, when that chapter happened, I stopped playing, like, full-time. 'Cause it just... I don't know. It lost its charm for me. But why is that a healing perk? You down yourself and fully wait to get yourself... That... That is insane. I don't agree with that. It's okay, no, obviously it's not that powerful. But that's stupid. I don't. They need to like get rid of like every perk besides like the ones I remember. We need to go back to the meta being like adrenaline. Why did they nerf Iron Will? I think that's so weird. Because if you really cared all that much, you could just use Strider, and if you weren't bad at the game, you could just see the blood puddles. No, I used to... on, what's her name? It got unnerfed? Okay. I remember I used to run Deer Hunter, I think is the one where you can see the auras of, downed survivors on Plague. I don't know why I used to do that. Cause I used to play a lot of Plague too. Deerstalker, yeah, I used to run that a lot, so that would have been the trade-off, not the trade-off, but those would have gone great together. But they've changed so many killers so much that it's so different from when I started playing that there's so many new characters, so many perks, so many new locations. Okay, game's in a better state. You can say that. But I had my first hacker ever. So in 5 years of playing Dead by Daylight, I had my first hacker ever in, I think, like, February. Which is crazy to me. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't play that much anymore, so I really don't have much of a stake in the conversation. But 2 hackers So you had 2 hackers this week. I think the like anti-cheat has gotten worse. Cause I'm gonna close Outlast. This is taking up like too much. No, wait. Here, let's just... Exactly. Like, I remember the anti-cheat used to be so good, and now it's just... there's nothing. What is happening to me right now? No, I just need these 2. Right here. I'm gonna make this big. I don't know. That's also why I think I've stopped playing, like... what's it called? Like, multiplayer games. It's just because hacking's become such a big issue lately that it's just... If I make this in... yeah, okay, that's fine. That it's just... it's not fun anymore. And I've like, lost most of my interest in playing, like, multiplayer, like, shooting games, too. Like, I was... when they put Fortnite in, No, when they put Hatsune Miku in Fortnite, that was, like, my one reason I was gonna, like, re-download Fortnite, and then I didn't, because I realized that would be a waste of my time and money, because I would never actually play Fortnite to user. But, yeah, I think I'm, like, I feel so old saying this, but I think, like, I've, like, aged out of doing, like, multiplayer games that, like, have an element of playing with, like, strangers. Like, if I really want to play something with other people, I can coordinate something with my friends, you know? We can play, like, just Stardew Valley. Or, like, Jackbox or something, you know? Like, something that we can just, like, vibe together with and not have to deal with other people instead of having to, like, deal with everything that comes along with that. Because, I don't know, I think online gaming has gotten so... I don't know. It's very different than how it used to be. I feel so old. This is terrible. No, okay, what's something youthful? What's something young and spry I could say? Oh wait, I was gonna close Outlast. And process. Um, so, oh my god, I don't even know how to sound young. This is bad. Um, no, see, damn. This is hard. Um, you ever seen Barbie Life in the Dream House? That came out like 10 years ago. Fuck. Um, no, okay. Barbie Life in the Dream House was great. I think I watched all of it when I was like 10, 11 maybe. I don't think kids watch it anymore. I remember my freshman year of high school when I was in marching band, which I quit after my freshman year of high school. We were driving to World Championships, and we watched Cocomelon on the bus, so I can say I have some experience in Cocomelon because we were on a bus ride to Ohio, and we like didn't stop watching Cocomelon until we got to like West Virginia. So hey, there's that. That's young. Kids watch that these days. I was a little too old for it when I was. You have. Okay, how do you have Cocomelon PTSD? You're in. What? No, I gotta. This is crazy. Cocomelon, I have a video of like the whole percussion section of my band in high school singing Cocomelon on the bus ride because it had a sing along thing. And that is like a very important memory to me. California. See, I think I got a cousin young enough to like be into Cocomelon, but he's not. I don't know what he's into. I don't think he like. He's like 7 years younger than me, so he's like. What are like. I don't even know what he's into. I had him play Mario Party with me at Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I think that was his first time playing Mario Party, and he kicked my ass. No, my cousin's around that age too, so it's. Huh. Nah, see, I'm young. I'm youthful. I know what Cocomelon is. I've watched Cocomelon. I don't even. And that was with my brethren, my fellow high schoolers. We watched Cocomelon. So that's that. I'm young. Nah, what else? There's gotta be something better. See, if someone's not young, they don't know what Cocomelon is, or they haven't watched Cocomelon for several hours on end. Because I'm I'm so old. I'm not old. No, I gotta stop saying that, because that's gonna, like, my hair's gonna go gray. Oh my god. This is terrible. Okay, see, that's a bad example because I still use it. And I am definitively not old. Listen. See, because that's like one of the few. No, see. Listen. Because that's one of like the few social media platforms where it's still like you can pretty much curate your own experience. I think it has like 20 employees left. But it still. Listen, I go on Twitter to like find out like what's going on in the world. But like Tumblr, that's how you like. That's just where you get to just have fun. You know? Because Elon Musk ain't there. So that's already like. That improves it like tenfold. I'm gonna like I've had like 2 bottles of water this whole stream. I liked Elon when I was like in 7th grade. It's when I was like 12 or 13 because he had like flamethrowers and stuff. But now he's like the way he is now. I don't know. It is. We live in a society. Oh my god. No, this is making me. I need to like. What's something young I can do? Elon it's the things he does to seem like interesting are wild to me. Like, I don't, it's amazing this man has, like, what, 14 children? That's insane. But he's terrible. He's a. Oh, even just shaking my head made me dizzy. Oh my god. No, I'm iron deficient. That's what he has. Like, most of them are from IVF, I believe. But he's got like too many for a single person to have. Let me see. How many he died. Children. Yeah, this must have. If I'm right, oh my god, I was right. See, nah, I don't have that many pairs of socks. Like, I don't think I even have that many socks. No, he has 14. How did I know that? That's wild to me. Like, my grandma, my mom, not my mom, my dad's mom had 9 children. I have a lot of socks too, but like my daily use socks. Those are the ones cuz I can't wear like fluffy socks all the time. No, my paternal grandparents had 9 children, and that's too many. Like, I think you should max out at like 4. And then after that, no one needs any. Having more than 4 children is just greed. Cuz what are you going to do with all those? I don't match my socks. I'm too old to match my socks. Like, I don't think I ever cared about matching socks though, so I think like we need a limit on how many kids you can like have in a household. Like, cuz there's no way you can like feasibly take care of more than like 4. I don't want kids. They're kind of gross, and the idea of like being pregnant is nasty. I don't want like a whole nother person inside me. What if it's like weird? You know? I've seen Alien, alright? I don't want nothing inside me that's like alive. Okay, in their defense, they were Jesus. People are texting me too much. In her defense, in my grandma's defense, I don't know about my grandpa. They were both first generation immigrants. You know, they were Irish. You know, first generation Irish immigrants. They were not Jesus. Could you imagine? No, they were first generation Irish immigrants. So that's the culture they came from. I'm an only child though, so it's different. But hey, said that like you and 9 kids, that's too many. You don't need that many kids. What if you like? There are people who want kids who can't have kids. I'm sure they would like some of those. You know. I think being an only child is I like it. I know some people think it's lonely, but it's nice being able to. Yeah, exactly. You don't need 9 children. Some people can't have kids. Some people don't want to have kids the natural way. Just they give them some. But no, I've quite enjoyed being an only child my whole life. 'Cause I have cousins my age. But I don't feel the need to have a whole nother person with my DNA existing in this world. I like that my DNA is exclusive to me and me only. 'Cause I think, no, you know what really freaks me out? I don't think should be like allowed to happen, like, ever. Like, that shouldn't be like a thing that happens to people. I don't think like twins or like triplets should be like allowed. Like, why do we? You don't need, because then you got 2 people. You got 2 of the same person. And that is, you know, because if you eat like your twin in the womb, that means you're stronger. You're stronger than the average person. But if you let the other twin live, you're weak. We don't need people like that in our society. Like twins, triplets, 4 of them, we don't need that. Like, you absorb it in the womb. I have 2 uncles who are twins. I shouldn't be saying this. I think I'm more okay with fraternal twins. But when they're identical, that's an affront. I actually, in like middle school, I knew a set of triplets, and 2 of them were identical. And then there was a third one who was not identical. And I think that's a terrible situation to be in. Could you imagine you're like a triplet, but the other 2 are the same? Like, I don't even know how that, I didn't know that was like a thing that could happen. I thought if you like had like however many, they all had to be either different or the same. Like, they could be fraternal or identical. Or like, you are twins. It's as long as you're like from the same egg, I think then it's twins. Like, if you're in the womb at the same time, it's twins. Because you can be like fraternal where you're not identical, or you can be identical where you're identical. But I think being like the non-identical triplet out of a set of animals do a lot though. Like, they have multiple kids at once. Like, I think like humans and like monkeys, I think, are like weird that we only have like 1 kid at once. I wouldn't listen to me though. I'm a history major, not like a science major. But yeah, no, if it's like, if you have them all at once, then they're twins or whatever. But I don't know. Aren't you supposed to like, can you get cats like spayed? I don't know. I've had dogs my whole life, so I've never had that issue. I don't know. I always hear about people's like cats like getting pregnant like immediately. I don't know. I've never like, I don't really have experience with cats, so I can't really comment on that. But I don't know. Cats are cool, but they seem like a lot of work compared to like, well, I mean, dogs are a lot of work too, but they're not as bad, I think. Granted, my dog is also like allergic to the outdoors, which is kind of an issue for a dog to be. But what can you do? I love him. So, whatever. But don't cats like smell bad? I don't know. I've like been to people's houses who have cats, and their houses like seem to permanently smell like cat. See, people say their cats don't smell like anything. But then you smell them, and you're like, you are a cat owner. So, that's no shade. My dogs smell too, because they're disgusting, but I don't know. I don't think, like, after I'm, like, a fully established adult with, like, a house and such, I don't think I'm gonna... I think an animal is too much work. I don't think I could... Like, I can't keep a plant alive. I can barely keep myself alive. So I don't think I could do, like, a whole animal. And they're expensive, because you gotta... Listen, not 2025. It'll probably be, like, 20... 30 by the time I'm even gonna be considering, like, moving out for realsies. Because, I don't know, finding a job is gonna be terrible. I'm just kind of, I have time to think about it. But I think at this point I'm just hoping for a nice apartment without a roommate. That's my realistic dream. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know. It's a lot to look at. It's crazy. I'm on track to finish a second water bottle in like the next 10 minutes. That's crazy. I'm gonna be like pissing later. Whatever. Water's good for you. It has nutrients. I was also like out all day today. I woke up at like 9. I had to be at my school by 11:30. You should be drinking more water, I think. I think I'm like normal and you should be drinking more than like how much is in this bottle? 16.9 fluid ounces times 2. That's like more than that's at least double 16.9 fluid ounces. No, I'm drinking a lot right now. But besides that, I think this morning I had a protein shake. And then I had a whole can of Celsius. And I chugged that in like 10 minutes, which is not good. I thought I was gonna have a panic attack. So I've had that's all I've had to drink today. Because I went for my exam to the mall. And when I was at the mall, I don't think before I started streaming like 2 hours ago. So at like 8:30. From the hours of like probably noon to 8 p.m., I hadn't had anything to drink. So I'm not setting a great example. Normally I drink more, but I was out of the house for most of the day, so I'm catching up. I'm gonna have to like wake up in like the middle of the night and go piss. 'Cause this ain't. I think you're supposed to drink like 4 bottles of water a day. I think 4 to 5. I'm all knowing. I don't know. I know I don't drink enough most of the time. So but it's literally fine. 'Cause I'm gonna live forever and all that. I'm like that guy on Twitter who has a receding hairline and is like ingesting pig's blood or whatever to live forever, but he looks like a cadaver. No. There's like I just finished the water, by the way, because I'm that guy. I feel like I'm gonna throw up now. That was a bad idea. No, there's like a guy. I do not have the KSI hairline. I don't even know who that is. Listen, my hair is luscious. Actually, I actually do have decent hair. It's great. I feel old saying I don't know who that is. I feel like I should, because I was like, ain't he like, I don't want to search up KSI hairline. I feel like that's gonna bode badly for me. But wasn't he was like in like the Logan Paul sphere. And when I was that age of Logan Paul, for it to be normal, like to like Logan Paul, I did like Logan Paul. And I feel like I should know who that is because I was a fan of Logan Paul when I was like 10 years old. My god, I actually might throw up. This is bad. No, I think I'm sick. I think that's my problem right now. Okay, I'm gonna Google KSI hairline, and if this is mean, I'm gonna be so sad. I might cry. I forgot I was looking at Elon Musk. You. KSI. Okay. When the first thing I put in, when I search for KSI, before I even like press the search button, the first thing that comes up is KSI forehead. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like this might be... Okay, I'm... that's the wrong... KSI hairline. And if this is mean, I'll be so sad. Oh my god. No, see... I'm too young for male pattern baldness. That's crazy, though, that is... It's a beautiful... If that's what yours looks like, it's totally natural. It happens to the best of us. But... I, unfortunately, was blessed by the hair gods, I suppose. So, I have thick, luscious hair that is a normal distance from my eyebrows. I literally don't remember what KSI looks like. Like, I didn't recognize him when I searched for him. I don't... But no, I have amazing hair to the point where I have to thin it out, like, by a severe degree to make it manageable. I told a girl that once. She was complimenting my hair, and I was like, yeah, it's too thick. And she was like, but it's like the same thickness as mine, and I have fairly thin hair. And I had to show her that I have to shave most of my head to make my hair manageable, and even that's too much. Because I have, like, I have such a, like, people are shocked when I put my hair up. Because I have, like, my undercut goes up probably, most of my head is shaved, just to make it manageable. And that shocks people. But I think having thick hair is... people like how it looks, and that's nice. But maintaining it, taking care of it, it's... I live in the South, you know. The weather here is hot and humid for probably 8 months out of the year. If I, like, had my full head of hair, I think I would, like, have heat stroke just going outside. It's terrible. I don't understand how people with, like, thick hair who actually take care of it. I don't want it to get warm. It was 80 degrees yesterday. It was 80 degrees today. Like, I had to walk from my car to the mall today, and I started sweating because of how hot it was. It's awful. I hate living here. It's terrible. The heat, no. I don't... Listen, people, like, snowbirds, I don't know how they do it. It's 52. I wish. We get lucky if it hits 52 in January. No, it's crazy, because I'm from, like, up north. So I grew up on that type of, that weather. I wish it was 52. I don't know. The one good thing about living here is at least we get thunder. We get, like, a whole month of thunderstorms. And I do quite enjoy a good thunderstorm. I miss snow, though. I'll say that. I miss snow. It snowed this year. It didn't stick. It was not even, like, a quarter inch. but it snowed, and I was so happy. But no, it's thunderstorm season. You have to turn your PC off when it's... I don't know. I mean, our our power goes out almost every time it storms. Because the energy company that does my state is terrible. So every time it storms, the power goes out. But you have to turn your PC off? That's crazy. This is what Europe does to people. If it hits a power... Oh! That is not good. No, our power just shuts off sometimes. Sometimes it won't even be raining, it just goes out because our power company's terrible. But it's the only one in our state and the state next to us because no, see that's a very good reason. My PC's fine when the power goes out. It's just annoying. Cause sometimes it's like the first storm of the season. It'll just like the power will just go out for no reason. Like a power line won't be hit or nothing. It'll just go out. And we have to like wait several hours for the power company to even be like, oh, the power's out. It is the 5G. That's what's making the weather bad. It's nothing else. Climate change, who? It's 5G. We gotta go back to the old days of dial-up internet, which is something I know. Maybe even the masks. I think it was the microchips they put in the vaccines, personally. I think those are like they're concentrating all like the terrible weather onto like everywhere. It's not anything else though, however. It's just those things. I'm free. That's another thing that sucks about the South. It's always so... There's no consistency in the weather. It's 68. Wait, it's supposed to be 59 right now. That's terrible. Oh, dude. COVID was a crazy, crazy time. I had to do virtual school. That's wild. I hated wearing a mask. I stayed in my house most of the time because I just couldn't. I hated feeling my breath against my face. That was like the worst part, I think. So I would just stay in. Because it was such a gross, uncomfortable feeling. And now I just go outside and it's like that, but my whole body. Because it's been so humid for no reason. I'm glad it's over for the most part. It was definitely a weird time to be... I was a teenager, yeah. It was definitely a weird time to be a teenager. My friends got really into, like, the forest and walking to 7-Eleven, which was, like, it's, like, 2 miles away, which, because of how great American suburban infrastructure is, would take us about an hour to walk. 2 hours, because we had to go 1 hour one way, and then another hour the other. But we got really into walking to 7-Eleven, and I have not done that since I was, like, 14. I feel so old, oh my god. This is terrible. There was a curfew? Listen, the police in my town are incompetent. Oh my god. Like, okay, my junior year of high school. So, wait, was it recently, within the last, like, 3 years, someone found a dead body on, like, the side of the road, and it was, like, tied to, like, some, like, gang, and then we just haven't heard anything since. Like, it was, like, crazy. And the police were just like, huh, that sucks. Really sucks to be this guy specifically. We're not gonna investigate. And then that was that. So I think my town like has a curfew. I think it's like 10 p.m. But I think it's only for like if you're under 18 or 16 or something. You like there's a curfew. But it's not like cops are gonna pull over every car. And I don't even think our police like I think they don't work after like 9. I think the last shift is like 9. And then after that, it's like county police who like if there's an emergency, they'll come and be like they'll come and deal with it. But it's wild what you can like I don't even live in like a small town. There's like 30,000 people here. And so it's like we should have better policing. I actually didn't know there was a curfew until I was like 17. And I only knew that cuz my like criminal justice teacher told me, and I was like that's crazy. 30 isn't it? Okay, well technically well not technically. We're a suburb of like a major city. So it's like my town, so there's my town and there's a town next to us, which I don't know the border. I just kind of have my own arbitrary definition of where the other town starts. But it's the same. It's one town. And then there's like another town next to us where it's like another thing. So if I was being like realistic, not realistic, but if I was going with my definitions of the borders of my town, there's probably like 80 to 100,000 people on like just here. So but I live in like a suburb of like a decently major city because most people don't live in it because it's terrible. It's a terrible place. But I do alongside I think several million people, which is wild to me that people would live here on purpose because there is literally you'd think suburb of a major city with not Florida, terrible. I've been to Florida several times, it's awful. But like you'd think for being like we live in like a major metropolitan area, you'd think, there's things to do. There is one mall and it's like a half hour away. There's a theme park that sucks. And that's it. Those are the two things to do if you live here. Because nothing happens in the city. Nothing happens here. There's nothing. It's awful. And the roads are way too small. Our roads are 2-lane. And it's awful. I'm really glad there's no. When I said gang, the gang wasn't in this state. It was a gang in like New York. It was crazy because they released all this information about the guy and then they just stopped. They were like, it was a suicide probably. It was apparently I don't even live in a small town. I shouldn't say that, but nothing adapts, which is a major issue. Our roads can't be widened because of the way housing was developed. So we have a lot of 2-lane roads on streets that have thousands of people living off of them. So it's just 1 lane. Wait, Am I using the wrong definition of 2-lane? Wait. That's crazy. No, Europe is like, it's so pretty, but the way some of you have to live is 1 lane for me, 1 in each way. Okay, that's what I meant by 2-lane, where it's like 1 lane per way. Which is, the traffic is terrible. I was trying to drive home from the mall today, and it took me like way, way too long. Because it was, because so many people are moving here. Rush hour starts at 4 and ends at 7. It's awful. Okay, that would be nice if there was no traffic. It used to be like that when I moved here. And then other people moved, and now it's yeah, whatever. Hey, I'm moving. I'm going to college in August, so I can deal with a walkable, like a place you can actually walk. Because it also only has 2-lane roads, but it's also like way old, so infrastructure here is, they like just passed a bill, I think, in November to like finally expand some roads, but I don't know how they're gonna do it because there are literally houses in the way. So that's a good thing I'm moving. They were, oh my god, they were gonna be built. There's so much like construction that's like just now starting. I've said years ago, they've been saying they're gonna build a grocery store at the end of my street. And I've been saying for years they're gonna start construction right when I'm about to leave. And they just started construction a couple months ago, and it's gonna open in like September. No, it's I'm talking like this has been an issue for like probably at least like 7 years, and they haven't even acknowledged, like, I don't even know why this, like, because the 7-Eleven they built out like immediately, but this grocery store they were like, we're gonna wait like at least 7 years. They're probably not gonna upgrade actually, no, I was gonna say they're probably not gonna upgrade my school, but they're literally building a cosmetics wing right as I'm leaving. It's terrible. It's just, ugh, I feel so old. This is awful. I think my main issue is that I have tendinitis. So it just, everything hurts. It's the 5G. The 5G is making me old. It's not the fact that I refuse to take a rest day. It's the 5G. Actually, I did take like a rest week in April, and it did not do anything. So I just don't want to go to the doctor. I hate going to the doctor. I had to get my blood drawn last time I went. It was awful. They shouldn't be allowed to do that to people. Exactly. It was the 5G. Actually, there really aren't any like phone lines near me. Cause my Wi-Fi is decent, but our cell service is awful. You go inside a building and it's just gone. It's living in like a southern state is awful. Like all of them are like this, because they got like our states don't want to like spend our tax money, so everything sucks. I think the last state project was probably, I actually don't know, I don't even know the last thing like my local government did. No, they built a parking lot at an old fast food place. They tore down the building and built a parking lot. That is the last The last thing our government, our local government's done. Trump does need a new golf course. That's true. I don't, like, it's, I don't, like, the only thing that brings, like, my town, like, major money is, like, a festival we have, like, once a year, and it's been canceled the last 2 years because of the weather. So it's just, they built a parking lot, though. They built a parking lot. But instead of investing, oh, it's like a small local thing. They like to, like, play it up like it is a big deal, but it's not. 'Cause there's a state fair, which is, like, a thing, but no, it's like a small, like, local thing that they're like, it's gonna bring the town so much money, and, like, the only, like, out-of-towners that come are just people from, like, the other side of the town line that are basically just part of the town anyway. So I think, like, if I wanted to go to, like, a big, like, no one, like, nothing happens here. Literally nothing happens. It's awful. I don't even know. I miss where I used to live. 'Cause I used to live in New York, where, like, there are things, and people live there. And I'm not, like, we don't even have bananas. We have, blackberries, occasionally, if they grow. We have flowers sometimes. But it's, I don't know, hey, produce is important. That's where all the nutrients are from. But no, I miss living where there are, like, people of, like, different cultures, because there's literally a guy who I used to have a class with who would, like, try and, like, I guess, discriminate against me because I'm, like, a quarter Italian, and he was like, my ancestors used to oppress you in the 1820s, and I was like, that's a crazy thing to say. I'm also like, that's, I'm not gonna miss him, but it's, what, dude, literally, what a guy, because he was just, like, he's like a trust fund baby, and I was like, you can't say that about people. That's, like, insane. And, like, when I was, like, my family wasn't even, like, here in the 1820s. I'm a third-generation immigrant. He's like, the 1920s then. And I was like, that's a fucking wild thing to say to another person face to face. And he's like, yeah, my family was, like, we were, like, oil barons in Connecticut. And we're like, I don't think there are oil barons in Connecticut due to the lack of oil there is in Connecticut. See, and I asked him about the trust fund. I was like, okay, you have a trust fund. Why do you live here? Out of all places. And he's like, oh, the trust fund's gonna die with my grandpa. And I was like, that is... But he's going to, like, some prestigious ass school in a whole nother state. And he's, like, he's got no scholarship. He's just a legacy. And I'm like, so how are you affording that? And he's like, oh, it's, my grandpa's giving me the rest of the trust fund. And I'm like, that's so that you have a trust fund. That's you have a trust fund. That's crazy. I can only afford to go to college because the state is waiving it, my tuition. So, he's an insane person. Like, we're gonna be in 2 different states. I don't even know if he lives on my side of town. So it's fine. But it's just, that was, like, he's always been so weird about it. Like, I'm a quarter Italian, whatever. I'm third generation, so it's normal to say that. But, like, he's, like, so like, I told him once, I was like, you know, I'm not, like, I'm half Irish. I'm third generation Irish immigrant too. Why are you so focused on the Italian? He's like, oh, I was really into The Sopranos. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, it is 2025. Why do you think this is like an appropriate way to act? You're like an adult man at this point. I don't know, that was like a crazy class. My teacher was such a strange guy. He's not. He's like a normal guy is the crazy thing. Like, I'm actually nah, cause he would like say some bizarre things to me, and he'd be like, "Oh, it's a TikTok thing," and I would be like, "Okay, you live such a different life from me." I don't think he's a Reddit mod. He's not like. I think like ultimately there's just something wrong with him on like a subconscious level. But I've had some weird classes with him. We had chemistry together, and our like chemistry teacher was like a genuine insane person. Like, she gave us a whole lecture about how Trump was like the best thing to ever happen to the United States. And we were like, "Hey man, could you maybe teach us chemistry one day this entire semester?" Oh god, what else did she? The last day of school, she told us that Mexicans were taking over the country. She didn't. I think though my favorite thing she's ever said was, so she was like a chemist before she became a high school teacher. Not a chemist. One of those people who makes medications and vaccines and stuff. And she had told us that like early on. And so she was talking to us about something that wasn't chemistry, because I don't think she taught us any chemistry. She was like, I don't really believe in vaccines. And we were like, but didn't you make them? And she's like, no, but I don't believe in them. And we're like, do you have your vaccines? Because you're a public school teacher. We don't want to get like shingles. She's like, well, I have to, but I don't really believe in them. And we're like, okay, but you like made them. She didn't believe in like climate change. Oh my god. She told us about her ex-boyfriend, and she like ended her. She was like some story, and she ended it with, "Yeah, but he's not a good person now because he's a gay." And we were like, "You can't say that, like ever to anyone, but like especially not to like high school students." She'd also like she was like old, like she was like. I thought she was like 70 or 80, but from what I've heard from other teachers, she was apparently only like 60 something. She did tell us about 5G. I remember that. I don't remember what she said, but she was only like 60 something. And she would like, but we thought she was like really old. So she disappeared for a whole week with zero communication to literally anyone, including like administration. So there was like a whole week we thought she was straight up dead. And because no one would tell us where she was. And we were just like, oh my god, she fucking died. What do we do? Like, and then she just showed up like a week later and didn't even say anything. We were like, hey, where were you? She's like, I was fine. We were like, alright. Sweet. We're really worried about you. And she's like, I was fine. I was just... She was like, she's still teaching is the crazy thing. I don't think anyone reported her for any of the things she said. There was a day where like 3 people in my class were going to be gone, and I was going to be one of them. And we asked her what we were going to do. And she's like, how many of you were going to be gone? And we were like 3. And it was a class of like 25. She's like, oh, we're just going to watch a movie then, since so many of you are going to be gone. And she showed them Oppenheimer. And apparently, I've never seen Oppenheimer. But there's apparently a sex scene in Oppenheimer. And she just showed the whole thing. And then we got to rewatch Oppenheimer the next day. Because we were like, that's not fair that they get to watch it and we don't. So she played it 2 days in a row. Not W teacher, dude. Because I barely passed. Because she wouldn't teach us anything. But she would still test us on the material we were supposed to be learning. So it was terrible. I had to go from like honors chemistry to AP psychology. So it was a terrible way to start the day, with the world's most insane chemistry teacher to then AP psychology. And it was like the half the people in those classes were the same. It was awful. But VE teacher got I miss her because she was so out of pocket that it was like a new thing every day. But it also, like, I think I like died a little, like, every time I had to go to her class at 8 in the morning. But I think, honestly, not even the worst teacher I had in high school, because when I was taking American English, I think, yeah, American English, my teacher made me cry, because she was just such a mean person. And she also, I will say though, gave me the most memorable critique I've ever gotten, and it was, and I quote, because I'll never forget it, "Your thesis statement is too much of a statement." And I was like, what could you elaborate? And she's like, "It's just too much of a statement. You need to make it less of a statement." And I was like, "It's a thesis statement. What is it supposed to sound like?" And she couldn't tell me, and she doesn't work at my school anymore because she's a librarian now at a middle school. But she was so... What? What? Wait. What the hell? What? There are, like, layers to this. What? So, were they, like, with the police at your school for her? Or was it, like, unrelated? What? That's wild. Cops used to go to my middle school, but that's because I went to, like, the shitty middle school. Dude, that is like my chem teacher. She would just disappear. She would, like, leave in the middle of things. And the only things we did in chemistry were, like, we would do labs, and the guy I was talking about, who was, like, my ancestors, like, exploited yours or whatever, he set his leg on fire in chemistry because he was playing with matches, because she would just leave out matches and lighters and stuff and just not pay attention to what we were doing. And he set his leg on fire, and she didn't notice. But it was really terrible because I had psychology with him, so I had to go with him from chemistry to psychology, and he smelled like burnt hair, and it was disgusting. It was only one leg, and it grew back, but it was so... We had to tell our psych teacher because we were, like, actually worried that his, like, leg was injured, but it wasn't. It was just his leg hair, but he did, like, get first-degree burns. But he smelled so gross. Because the rest of the day, he just smelled like burnt hair. And we had we went to our psych teacher, we're like, yeah, he reeks, and it's because he set his leg on fire in chemistry. Blowing up what the hell? Your life is, like, insane. How did you... Europe, this is what I mean. The things, like, the European government makes y'all do is crazy. You have a furnace? I thought only, like, trains had those, and, like, really old schools. It wasn't lighting? This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a furnace in, like, real life. We have central heating. I don't really know how it works. But it doesn't actually always work all the time. But it works most of the time, and that's all that matters. That's crazy. I know y'all don't have, like, AC, but... That's wild. What? This is like a cultural exchange right now. You get to learn about how terrible living in the American South is, and I get to learn about how being a European is, like, terrible. Don't, like, British people not have air conditioning? I swear that was, like, a thing. Was, like, there's some Europeans who just don't have AC by, like, choice. Which I think is insane. British people, that's true. I think British accents are so annoying. I don't understand how people are like, it's great. It's the most attractive accent. I think it's annoying, and I think it's embarrassing that a whole like group of people choose to speak like that. Like if you really wanted to be like a normal person, you could just choose to not do the accent, I think. But that's a whole group of people who are like who choose to sound like that, and that is wild to me. It's easily the worst accent because it just grow up. If you're I think if you have a British accent, you need to grow up because that's awful. What? I don't know. I couldn't. What? They sound like I have not actually met a real life British person before. Oh my god, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh my god. Ugh. I thought that was just like not. Oh my god, that means something? That's insane. I think okay. I'm anti like oppression. That's oppression's bad, but I think like British people need to be sent to like re-education camps. Like we can't have people who talk or sound like that. That can't be. We can't live in like a world where that's like an accepted type of person that exists. That's insane to me. What? Okay, maybe I don't hate living in a monocultural area. Because the worst thing we have here is Californians. And I would rather that than. Oh. Ew. British. Weirdo. Ew. Ew. I don't know. I think the only, like, like, American people we have here, we have a lot of Indian people. But they're chill. Like, I hang out with, like, my Indian neighbors, like, invite us over to do, like, Diwali and stuff, and that stuff's rad. But I would, like, yeah. It's really just, like, the most American people and then Indians, and it's chill. That's if I had to like hear that in the year 2025, I think I would like purposefully like deafen myself. The houses don't get hot. Well, yeah, because European like weather isn't like, it's not like you guys have like 8 months of summer. Hey, I'm enjoying this conversation. I should probably go to bed soon, though. And it's like 5 in the morning, isn't it? For you? Wait, no. It's like 6 in the morning. You should... 104? No, I'm used to that. I think the hottest I've ever, like, experienced is, like, 120, which is insane. I don't think the Earth should be able to do that to people who don't live in, like, the deserts. But I should probably... Okay, no, I need to stop yapping. Because I have to shower. I need to, like, wash my hair. It's disgusting. Yeah, y'all don't... Yeah, I mean, in the US, too, at least down south, it's humid, because like most southern states are at least like half swamp, and then it's humid, and then it's like it doesn't stop being hot for like months, like not like in a stupid way, but in like, I'm talking like April to like October is summer, and like we get rain in May or April and May, and then the rest it's just humid and it's hot, and there are hurricanes. And that's just, it's awful. It's awful. Like, living in the South is terrible. It's like, because it's wet or damp, and it's yeah, that would be nice, not having natural disasters. I mean, the good thing is, like, every part of the US only gets like one type of natural disaster. Like, we get hurricanes. The whole East Coast does, I think. But, like, I couldn't live in, like, Tornado Alley. Tornadoes are so scary. I don't, like, I can barely, like, I get scared when I see, like, a dust devil. But, I don't know, we've been getting earthquakes lately, which is weird. Not lately. We've gotten, like, one every, like, year or two for the past, like, few years. And it's strange, because we don't live near, like, a fault line. So, it's I don't like, I think I'd rather hurricanes than earthquakes. Because hurricanes are chill, honestly. I think, I don't live near, like, the coast, though. Or the western North Carolina that one time. But I think, I don't know, I think tornadoes are, like, the worst, though. They're so, it's scary for me personally. I wouldn't want to, like, I don't know how people, like, why people, like, live in, like, Kansas and stuff, because, like, that's just, like, a daily occurrence. That's true, but I don't think there's anywhere in the world that has, like, 0. And I think if I had to choose, hurricanes are, like, the least bad. Because it's just a lot of rain. You're, okay. Okay, well, you guys have, like, do you have red 40? No, you don't. And really, I think red 40 is, it's, I'd rather have red 40 than no natural disasters. Personally. I love red 40. You don't know what red 40 is? Oh my god. It's a food coloring that's in, like, every food. I don't know why, but it's, like, okay, it's in Takis, I think. I've, like, had, like, one Taki in my life. It was disgusting. I don't know how people eat those. No, it's, like, the food coloring. What's red 40 in? I love red 40. It is just, like, straight up poison, but it's, okay, listen, red 40, that's why freedom, it's the flavor of freedom, really. Red 40, there's lots of stuff it's in. I'm trying to think. I know it's in, like, every type of chip, because they're all, red velvet, I believe it's in. I think red velvet's nasty. I hate eating processed food, so it's like, I don't think energy drinks count, but yeah, I really don't eat processed food, so I don't really know what it's in. It's in American versus, no, you're, like, I've seen that. Y'all's Fanta looks like orange juice, and ours looks like poison. Like, it's, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going on, like, a trip to Japan with a couple of my friends in, like, a month, and I'm, like, hyped for, like, food that you can get at stores that's not, like, made of poisons. Wait, does y'all's Fanta taste different from ours? Like, is it the same flavor, or is it, like, because, yeah, y'all's just looks like orange juice, and I does it taste like orange? I don't like orange. That's, wait. This is so, I think everything in America is freedom flavored, personally. That's why everything in America tastes artificial. Because ours tastes like orange, but I don't know, like, does it just taste like orange juice, or does it taste like more of like a candied orange? Because I think ours is more like fake. I don't know. Somewhere in the middle. I think that's what ours tastes like. I haven't had Fanta in like forever. 15%. Okay, ours is definitely like 0% real orange juice. Like, everything in here that's supposed to taste like fruit doesn't taste like. Okay, no, I American Fanta and European don't taste the same. Which, yeah, if it's 15% real juice, yeah, that's. Ours is probably 0%. I don't know. It sucks. I love fruit, but it's so hard to find things that actually have fruit in them. Like, I just found at the store popsicles that are just straight frozen fruit, and they're delicious. Because if you get, like, the ones that are just flavored like fruit, it just tastes like candy, and I can't do that. But frozen fruit drinks, you squeeze the juice into, like, a cup, and then you put it in the freezer. Ew, milk the fruit. Ew. Ew. No, I'm not gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it juicing the fruits, because that you use a juicer. You don't use a milk. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, the fruit here, though, like, it's not juicy, is the other problem. Like, days I can get, like, a juicy apple, that's best days of my life. Let me tell you. But, I don't know. It's also, like, not dry, but they're not, like, what's the word? They don't taste good. Unless you get lucky, they just kind of taste like water. So, but, like, yeah, that's the other thing is I really like mango. And it's so hard to get, like, good tasting mango here. So, you have. I wish. You have apple and cherry trees? Dude. That sounds amazing. I wish. We have grass. And mushrooms occasionally. I don't think they're edible. Why am I surprised? My town, like, half of it is farmland. We get, yeah, no, I mean, local stuff's good. Dude, okay. You're being European sounds, like, actually good. This is terrible. This is terrible. 'Cause, yeah, like, half my town is, like, farmland. We have watermelon, too. You're not special for having watermelon. Well, in your, like, okay, near you, yes, but we have watermelon. But, I mean, yeah, no, half my town's farmland, so it's, like, from April to, like, July, we can get, like, good fruit, but only, like, strawberries and peaches. And then after that, it's just, like, you have to go to, like, Walmart, and, ugh. They're good apples, but they're, like, a few hours away. It's terrible. It's terrible. But, hey, at least I can get fresh strawberries this time of year. And, no, wait, no, it's peach, wait, I think peach season is over. That sucks. Because peaches are so good, but they're just never, you can never get good ones. It's awful. Listen, what's good that's, like, around here? I'm okay, no, what we have, what, you ever been to a Harris Teeter? Peach trees are so pretty, like, when they blossom, they're gorgeous. You ever been to Harris Teeter? It's a grocery store that I think is only in the South. That's a good one. Um, oh God, what do we have that's like special and cool? Um, no, that's not really a sad thing, having never been to the U.S. It's kind of, it's, um, hmm, what is there that is unique and special about, about, well, hmm, there are, we have horses in our town. There are horses. That's, um, okay, wait. Yeah, no, horses are, those are like, um, hmm. Have you ever been to a restaurant that Guy Fieri's been to? Yeah, we can, yeah, horse rides are, there's like, you can like ride horses on the streets. It's chill. Yeah. Guy Fieri, national treasure. I've been to two. So, hey, that America has points there. Guy Fieri has probably been to other countries, but he's got like two restaurants nearby that I've been to. Not he doesn't have them, but he's been to them. Salt Bar restaurant? I don't even know what that is. What? Salt Bay. Ah. That stuff's like so expensive though. I could never. I want to try like one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, but they're like only in New York and LA, I think. So I don't want to like go all that way. Is it gross? I don't know. I kind of just, I don't, he weirds me out. I don't want to like give that man any of my money. Hey, I genuinely can't spell, so I really like can't make fun of you for not knowing how to either. I could probably not make a dish with $20. Groceries are really expensive right now. No, I literally bought a pack of gum at a Celsius this morning, and it was like $5.38. And I was like, in my head, I didn't look at the price of the pack of gum because I was like, obviously it's like less than $1. 5 days? That's no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I bought a pack of gum at a Celsius this morning, and it was $5.38. And I didn't look because I grabbed a $5 bill because I had one when the guy was ringing me out because I was like, obviously. It's not even a pack of eggs is like $11. Yeah, they really do. I was at like the actual grocery store yesterday, and everything was like insane. Like it is not a great time to be right now, but I'm vibing. Tooth, dude, they used to be like that. I wish eggs were cheap. I miss baking, but I everything's so expensive. I can't like bake. Okay, see, that's like eggs used to be that much money, but then we stopped. You know, bird flu, all that. It's crazy. No, I used to bake so much, but now eggs are so expensive. I can't. It's awful. But no, I miss egg prices being less than $5. It's, you know, it really is getting too expensive to be alive. I've like, I know people who like have chickens. I kind of just want to see if they'll let me have a couple, you know? Not maybe chickens, but maybe like some eggs. That would be really cool. Yeah, I mean, people do have like chickens and such here, but there's not like a lot. But no, I mean, everything is so expensive. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how people do it. I it is certainly a period of history that we're currently living in. Ugh. Okay, I think. Oh my god, it's been almost 3 hours. I should probably go to bed. I have to go out again tomorrow. It's terrible. I know. It's like it is really the worst time to be becoming an adult is like right now. But speaking of being hey, I almost finished Outlast on whenever I started, I think on Sunday. But I got like really far through and I was gonna finish. But I just I was busy on Monday, so I couldn't stay up. Listen, I have like I I was only playing Outlast because I was bored of playing Pathologic. So I could finish playing Pathologic, but I was really bad at it. So I don't know. But hey, that's the future. And no, I wasn't enjoying Pathologic was the thing. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm I'm an adult. I can figure all this out. But yeah, I do really need to go to bed, and so do you. It's 6 in the morning. That's wild. But yeah, I'm gonna go shower at the very least. Good night. I hope you have a nice day, I guess. If no, dude, you gotta go to sleep. That's terrible. That's worse than me. That's saying something. But yeah, good night, or good evening, or morning, or have a nice day. I'm gonna say good night because it's 11 for me. So good night. I hope you can get some sleep. Bye.